guys, welcome to the channel Rockin' the Country. I'm Don. I've got a gift request from none other than Mr. Nashville himself, Randall Fryer. Randall, thank you for this gift and request, my friend. Leanne Womack's Chances Are. I don't know if this is a cover of, who was it, like Nat King Cole? It's like an old timer. Your timing is spectacular because just last night or the night before, my friends and I were talking about a few different artists, and Leanne Womack was one of them who came up, and here we are. And I haven't done a Leanne song in a little while. So, Randall, thank you again for this gift and request. And this is what Randall said. Hi, Don. I'm doing pretty well and wanted to request Leanne Womack's Chances Are. The video is on Sugar Hill Records. FYI, I put the link to that down below in the description box to the version of the song on Sugar Hill Records channel, so you could go over there and see what they've got, or maybe see this just anytime you feel like it. The reason I like this one so much is the vocal harmonies, but even more so, the instrumental harmonies are even closer. I also like the slide guitar. Thanks, friend. Well, you're welcome, and thank you, Randall. So let's get into this one with Leanne. And I think Sugar Hill somehow has Leanne live in the studio. Yeah, I don't know how these folks pull that off, but it's very, very cool.
Chances are I took a wrong turn. Every chance I had a turn to take.
It feels that way sometimes. You go Costanza,
and I guess I broke my own heart every chance I had a heart to break. And it seems I spent my whole life wishing on the same unlucky star. And as I watch you cross the barroom, I wonder what my chances are. Well, I know you've been around and you've seen what you needed to see. And at night when you're dreaming, you're probably not dreaming about me.
It's a good lyricism.
Oh, it's safe to say I've stumbled, but I've managed to make it through this far. And as I take one step and then another, I wonder what my chances are.
Sounds like a Diane Warren song.
I have watched the world go by hand in hand and wondered why I'm still so alone.
Yeah.
Could I lay down my foolish pride, maybe finally find my heart on the road? The band just started playing a simple song I used to know.
Love that fiddle.
I take your hand and walk you out, dance to the rhythm way down low. Every heart has a story, but mine just has a few more scars. But they could heal if you would hold me and tell me what my chances are.
It's open-ended right there. I like
They would
it.
heal if you would hold what my chances are.
I like that. Oh, there's a whole lot in that song. That speaks to the dynamic of life. There is so much randomness to life, and life is dynamic. And like, there's the butterfly effect that the butterfly effect is this. It's like a theory, but it kind of it plays out in real life, and it's been shown. But this may be hyperbolic, but the idea behind it communicates the idea that, like, if a butterfly flaps its wings in Africa, it sets off a chain reaction of events where months later it becomes a hurricane in the Atlantic and across Florida or somewhere. And it's like very small events that are invisible when they happen, insignificant, but things follow. And life is extraordinarily dynamic, and good things happen too. It isn't just bad things. It's not just like black swan events like Nassim Nicholas Taleb talks about in Philosophers and so on, where some major event happens and you lose your entire portfolio or whatever. There are good things that happen like that are completely unexpected. But along life's path, the battlefield of life takes place in the mind. And she was talking about the emotionality of life and what's going on with her heart, because, the heart mind, it's not a divide, but it's the heart mind. It could be a dichotomy, but how we explain life, we say emotions, we say reside in the heart, thoughts reside in the brain, or, cranially or whatever. And I think that's subject to further refinement, that bifurcation, if you will, of the human being. But the battlefield of life is in the mind. And so whatever's going wrong in her life isn't necessarily all her doing. You date somebody and then you fall in love with somebody and you live with them or you marry them, and then it goes south. And not all of that is on you. Or let's say you're just dating somebody, and in her case, she really starts to like a guy. 3-4 dates go by and she really starts to kind of fall, but he hasn't fallen for her. And that's just what we call chemistry. Now, she hasn't done anything wrong, but it hurts, because you do take a chance. When you got, life is about risk, and that's what this is. What are my chances? What is the risk I'm involving myself in here? If you were to go to Atlantic City or Vegas or a place somewhere or whatever, and you had a 1 in 10 chance of winning it, you'd never play it. If you had a 1 in 2 chance of winning, you'd play it a lot more often. And if you had a 2 in 3 chance of winning, you'd be a fool not to keep playing it. But in relationships, we don't have that. And in life, there are no guarantees. Like, one of the things I love about the Bill of Rights in America is that you have the right to life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. Now, unfortunately, nowadays, with the entitlement, I don't want to call it the entitlement generation, but so many folks view it as a guarantee of happiness. And if I'm not happy, someone else is screwed up. What I like in this song is that she's saying, basically, she's like me. She didn't hardcore point the finger at herself, but she's like, it seems like every decision I have to make, like a 50-50 decision, it seems to go against me. And it's just very hard, and that's probably not true. We can be wired to focus on the negative versus the positive. And I'm sure there are decisions she's making in her life that are working out just fine. Now, if you take those decisions for granted, you're in trouble, because you're only going to see the negative. That's what's going to stick in your psyche. But for her, it's just hard, because you can get on a run where these 50-50 chances work against you. You go on a date, guy doesn't like you, and then your car was going fine and it breaks down. It just seems like a sequence of things are going wrong. But I'm with you on this one, Randall. She well, the instrumentation was gorgeous, but I was enamored of the of the lyricism on this one. It was brilliant. And even with "What are my chances if I get with you?" And she's asking him, but it's like, well, she doesn't trust herself, but she's going to give it another whirl, and I like that. So, man, I'm going to rate this one. I love the way she sang it too. I do. She reminded me once in a while in this song of Alison Krauss. And Alison is certainly not the worst person to be compared to. The number that popped into my head instantly on this one, and it's been a while, is a 10. There wasn't a flaw in this, and the lyricism really captured me. This was just brilliant. But you're right, the instrumentation was tight, and it all worked. So, Randall, well done, my friend. And I'll be seeing you in the not too distant future. I can tell you that. I'll likely next week heading to Kentucky for a week or two to stay with a couple friends of mine who've been wanting me to visit with them, and then head on over to Nashville. So, all right, guys. Hope you enjoyed that one. Have a great day. I'll see you on another video and keep rocking the country.